Okay, so I just wanted to explain the e-collar real quick. So I use the Mini Educator from ECollar Technologies. It's a great collar. I've had it for probably about 8 years now, and it's lasted me this long with no problems. The dogs swim in it. It can get wet. It's rechargeable. I've never had to replace the batteries on it. It's been a really great collar. So, on the screen right now you can see the T setting. So I'm just going to click the tone. It just did a little beep. I'll play it again once she gets over. Good girl. Should I sit? Thank you, lady. So I'll put it right against the collar. Good job. Thank you. So they hear the tone, and that lets them know that they need to come back to me. I do pair this with food, so they learn to love it. Down. She's got an itch. But yeah, so it's a 2-dog system. So they are both on this one remote. So when you switch it to the number where you control the level, this one goes all the way up to 100, which just reads as high. And right now you can see the 2-dog, second dog is beeping on there. That's her collar. So on the collar it has a receiver that is pretty small. Good girl. Just looks right like this. I have the buckle system, which makes it really easy to just keep the fitting the same. Put the phone down for a second. But you can see they're both still hanging out and they're down. Free. Thank you. So now when I find their working level, I find the least stimulation that they respond to and that they feel. So whenever I put that receiver against my arm, I can't even feel it until a level 8. And it feels really light. It feels like a tapping or like a TENS unit. If you've ever felt that at like a chiropractor's office, it feels real similar to that. So when it's taught on such a low level, it's taught so that they feel the stimulation, and when they complete the command, the stimulation goes away. Same kind of concept when you use leash pressure. So Aspen, I told them free, they wandered. So if I call Aspen, and I'll switch it back so it's actually going to be on a level again. Level 8 is Aspen's working level, so that is the littlest amount that she can feel it on as well, on her neck. So if I call her, and she comes without the e-collar, but if I use the stimulation, you'll see here. Good job. She's still happy. Sit. Wagging her tail. She comes right to me. Good job, lady. Free. Good job, you're free. And she just wants a snack because she knows I've got some in my pocket. But you're free. So it's a great tool to use to give you a safety net so your dog can have more freedom off leash, and also so they learn to respond to commands consistently. It's something that I really love because I do take my dogs out so often. Even just, around the house, sometimes in the backyard, you never know what there might be. If they're really going after a squirrel in a tree, it's a good way to redirect them and get their attention back on you. This one's also really nice. It comes with a light, so at nighttime you can actually turn the light on and you can see where they are. So if you go camping, it's a great way to be able to still see your dog in the dark, especially if they're a black dog like my Shadow is. It just makes it really nice and convenient. So that is kind of the e-collar in a nutshell. Dogs learn to love it. Makes it a lot easier for humans sometimes, so they can allow their dog to have freedom off leash, but they know they can get their dog back to them. That's pretty much it. So if you have questions, just let me know.